Okay, there we are. Hello, hello, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome to Tips from Elaine's Desk on this wonderful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Hey, Rod. How are you? Thanks for jumping on here. All right. Thanks to all those folks out there who is tuning in. All right, all right. How are you, sis? I am good. Thanks, bro. All right, guys. Once again, we are back again with tips from Elaine's desk. We are going to talk about some major stuff today. Reasons why companies succeed. Now, we all know that there's got to be some formula to this thing, right? I mean, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't just fall in place. There's got to be a formula to it, and that's why we have this conversation usually to talk about the things that makes a good business successful, right? And we want to talk about all those things that not only get you conditioned as the individual who is starting this business and making it successful, but also tips for your business, things that you have to do it within your business for it to be successful, right? So most entrepreneurs have this wonderful idea of wanting to get this business started. They jump into it with a leap of faith. Of course, it's like the journey into the unknown because we don't always know if it's going to work. However, how would you ever know if anything is going to work if you don't give it a try, correct? Isn't that how it works? How would you know it won't work if you don't try? So the whole concept is if you have this belief and you know that you're going to, you are going to do the things that it's going to take to make it work, then why not? So just jump in there with a leap of faith and say, hey, I'm going to make this work and this is what you're going to do, right? So we want to talk about 4 reasons why companies succeed. And so I want to just jump right into this. Hey, Learner Smith with the hearts. Thank you so much for the hearts, you guys. Hit like and share on this video. All right, let's have some fun today. Why businesses succeed, and we want to know these points. So, if you only do these 4 things, you're at least halfway there. First point today, guys, we want to talk about this now because you have this wonderful idea and you know that you're going to start this business and so you're going to make this work. Is the first thing you have to have is a passionate leadership and strong reason why you are going to get this business started, right? So you have to be passionate about it and you have to be a great leader in order for you to be successful. So if you don't have the passion, right, then you might not want to try this thing because you are not passionate enough. You guys know how it is. Whenever you're passionate about something, what do? You give it your all. You give it more than 100%. You give it 200% because you are so passionate about it, right? So passionate and leadership skills, strong leadership skill. This is one of the main reasons why businesses succeed. So the key component behind any successful business is the passion, the leadership skill that you have to have in order for you to be the driving force because, you're it. So most people is going to follow anyone that they feel know where they're going. So you have to have the vision. So you have to be the driving force behind the business for it to be successful, for anyone to want to follow, anyone to want to, listen to you, people will want to support you. If you don't believe in what it is that you're doing, then how will somebody else believe in you, right? So how is anybody going to want to support your business when you don't even look like you care enough about it? You're not passionate about it, okay? So it is the major force behind every successful business, guys. Make sure that you do something or come up with a business that you're passionate about. Now, sometimes we get into different business because we figure, and some people do it because they figure, oh, that business look like it's making a lot of money. Let me do it. I have people jumping around from one business to the next because they're thinking that one business is better than the other business because somebody else is making money at it. But if it is not what you're passionate about, guys, let me tell you, you're not going to put in, I don't care, you can pull yourself about this, but you're not going to put in what it takes in order for you to be successful, okay? So the first point today, right? Passionate and leadership is a strong reason why you are in this business, guys. And again, that will make you successful at whatever business that you are passionate about that you get started, all right? That's the first point today. So again, guys, we're on here talking about 4 reasons companies succeed. And we are in this business to be successful about it. So whatever business you start, you have to have all these different points in place. And if you practice these things, I guarantee you that you will be successful. Okay, so let's move on to the second point. You guys hit like and share on this video. Yes, Laverne Smith. Hi, sis. Thanks for jumping on here. Thank you. Hey, Connie and Barcelona. Thanks for jumping in. All right. So guys, hit like and share this video. Let everybody get this information. Again, these are some simple stuff. They sound very, very, very simple. But again, the simple things are usually the hardest thing to do, right? Don't we all do that? We'll go and try to make a lot of, time to spend on the major stuff. And then we miss the simple stuff. And those are the things that's hardest to do because you figure they're so simple, you're going to get back to it. But those are the things sometimes we need to start with. Second point today is vision. Company missions and vision statement. Guys, I'm talking about this stuff right here, and we're going to have a lot more to discuss in the course. But vision. Every small business, in order for you to be successful, guys, you must have a vision, a mission statement. You have to know where the company is going. When you get this business started, you have to have an idea. You have to have a vision. You have to see it. You have to see it successful. Like, I think I posted the other day, you have to see it to believe it, to achieve it. Right? So you have to have a vision. You have to know why you exist. You have to know what is it that you are offering. You have to know how you're going to get where you're planning on going. You have to have this vision. If you don't see it, you can't achieve it. That is that. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you that, right? You have to have your mission statement. You have to have a mission statement. You have to write this out. What am I going to accomplish, right? So this is a part of the mission statement. What am I going to accomplish? In the course, we're going to talk about this in a business plan where you write down your vision, you write down your mission statement. And if you at least have those plans, this is going to be working with you as a roadmap. So when you bump into the bumps and the bruises along the way, you have this roadmap that guide you through, because now you know exactly what it is that you are going to accomplish, what your vision is, what exactly you're trying to achieve. We have to know what this is. So we're going to write this out. And we must have a mission statement, a vision statement. We're going to write this out so that we can use it to guide us along the way in our business. Okay, so we have to do this, guys, right? And so I will teach you this in the course, how to write out your mission statement in your business plan. This is one of the major steps you have to have in order to be successful. Hi, Phyllis. Thanks for jumping in. All right, very interesting. Let's see, very interesting on what. This is so blurry right now. This is so blurry right now. It's just so crazy because the glare is coming through this window and I am just barely seeing what Phyllis wrote here. She says it's very interesting on what if you are. Oh my God, this looks like a great question. But Sharice, I'm not going to see my thing is not working. I'm not even going to see your text. What if you have your passion? Do you go to something else? I think it's what if you lose your passion? Is that what it says? What if you lose your passion? Do you go to something else? I'm not sure if that's what it's saying. Oh my God, this is such a great question. I really want to know what this is saying, but it's hard for me to see it on the screen. She said very interesting. So what if you lose your passion? Do you go to something else? I think that's what it says, right? Sharice, I'm not even getting the text because this other thing over here is not working. Phyllis said yes. Okay, that's what it said. If you lose your passion, you go to something else. Okay. All right. I'm so glad I figured out what that is. Yes. So Phyllis, yeah, if you lose your passion, about one thing, it's not to say that you can't fall in love with something else, right? So it's okay to go on to something else. But again, you know how we always have our most favorite and then their second favorite and then our third favorite. So yeah, there's always those options, but it'd be something that you enjoy, something that you like, something that you're going to put your time into. The key here is, are you going to put enough time into it to make it work? Are you going to spend over 110, 120% time on it? So if you're going to do that, you will be successful. Right? But don't get into something because you think you're going to make money in it and you're not going to do what it takes. I've seen this all the time. I've had people who start business, who got into business, and at the end of the day, they just really lose interest along the way because they didn't have enough passion about it. They didn't like it that much. All right. So yeah, if there's something that you're passionate about, you have a second best or a third best in there. There's so many things that we are in love with and so many businesses we want to form. I mean, some of us would do 3 or 4 or 5 of them if we had the time to split ourselves up. So yeah, you can always go on to the next best thing, but get into something that you know you're going to spend the time with. All right. Facebook user. Yes, that's what she said. Thank you. If that's Mr. Twin. All right. So I love that question. So we can always move on to something else. So yes, have a vision, follow it, and then make sure that you have that game plan, that road, it's a roadmap, so that you can make sure that you follow that. Whenever some obstacle come in the way, you already know how you're going to maneuver, because you already have a plan, you have the mission statement, you have a strategy to get out of it or get around it, right? Get over it. Get out, around, or get over it. So that's the second point today. Third point today, we're talking about 4 reasons companies succeed, right? And there's a lot of people who start companies, and 9 out of 10 companies will fail. But again, what's the difference between your business and someone else's business that make it? Is what they did, is how they planned it, is what foundation they set, and it's the time they spent. That's the difference, guys. That is the difference right there. I don't know how it has to tell you this, right? Third point today, guys, and this is key. This is key. Exactly what we're talking about. The third point today is a sound strategy. Right? Just like we talk about our mission statement, you have to have a sound business strategy that you are going to, like I just said a minute ago, that you're going to follow when you run into those obstacles. No one said it's easy, but if others can succeed in it, you can too. All right. So, and again, you're an entrepreneur, right? So you're going to jump in this, and you're going to know it's going to work, and you're not worried about it not working, because that is not a part of the plan. And like we said before, don't worry about failure, because it means that you have made a step. You're closer than where you were before. All your mistakes or whatever may happen is a lesson learned. You know what not to do. And all this makes you better, guys. The more you do, and if that didn't work out, you learn something from it, and you know how to make the next thing work. This is what happens. Now, I talked about some companies that when they started their business, right? A lot of the major corporations, when they started their business, they were not doing the things they're doing today, right? They were not doing the things they're doing today. A lot of times you start on one way, and then you shift course as you go along. You find out what works, and then you enhance what it is that you're already doing. But this is what's going to happen, because 1, you're going to know the market. 2, again, like we said, keep educating yourself. So you're going to know how to maneuver, how to shift course, how to enhance your business, and how to remain successful. So business strategy, you're going to know how to work that, because now you're motivated, right? You're motivated, your business up and running, you're motivated to succeed. So you will be able to have all those strategies, all the different things that you're going to work out. Again, if you have a mission statement, you have a business plan, you have what you're going to do if this happens, or how you're going to do it. Guys, this is a guide. I don't know how many people have started businesses. Like I started my business, I didn't have a business plan at the time. I just had to jump into it because the economy went down and I had to get the business started, and I just jumped in head first and decided, let's do this. But along the way, I started making shifts and making corrections and fixing some stuff, right, and tweaking things. But that's okay. However, now that we know better, if we have the strategy and create that business plan and know where we're going, and you have a solid plan that you're going to follow, right, then it makes it easier. So you can revert to that and get that energy and all that direction back in gear and move forward, right? I'm so excited about this because I know that it works, right? I see it works. I see folks working, and my business work. So my business work over 35 years, my business work. So I know that this works, all right? So guys, you have to have a sound strategy in your business for you to be very successful. Now, let's move on to the 4th point today. 4 reasons companies succeed. 4th point today. All right. So this right here, this is the key, guys. I have to have this in there, because without this, we can hang it. We can hang it up, right? Without this, we can hang it up. 4th point today, strong financial planning, right? Healthy financial planning, a healthy financial planning. And what this means is you have to know the numbers for your startup business. You need to know what things are going to cost to get the business started. You must know this, right? You can't start business and have no idea what it's going to take for you to get this business started. If it's a product-based business, how much inventory you're going to need. If you need to have a brick and mortar storefront, what is that going to cost? You have to know these things, right? You can't start the business without knowing numbers. And then once you know the numbers, once you know what it's going to take, we're going to talk about budgeting in this course, right? We're going to talk about how you come up with those numbers. So once you figure out what these numbers are going to be, guys, and you know how much you got to spend on this stuff, then now you know how to carefully spend the money on nothing unnecessary. Nothing that was not in the plan that you can afford to do, you're going to do because you got to get this business started, right? So if you start spending money on unnecessary expenses, then you interfere with the budget in order for you to get the business up and running. So a healthy financial plan is what we're going to talk about. How you're going to figure those numbers, how you're going to know how to read your financial, how you're going to create a budget. We'll talk about how you do this, guys. And again, once you have the foundation laid, I can't tell you enough. You can build a large house, millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's the same prototype, same process. But if you already have everything in place, it doesn't matter how much money you make because you already know what to do, right? You already know what to do. So this is why I'm excited about this part. So it's important to know what you're going to have to make in order for you to accomplish your milestone. And you have to have those projections done. We'll talk about how that happens in the course. You need to know this stuff. And again, it's not as difficult as it seems because we all already know that there's going to be some basis cost for what it is that we're going to do. So we already know that. And a lot of it, again, you know, we talked about before how to start a business with little or no money. So it doesn't mean that you have to have this huge budget. But the reason why you have to have financial planning because the numbers are important. It's a driving force. And with great financial planning, if you want to get financing, guys, let's say you want to go get a business loan, your business plan, which we'll talk about how to make that happen, is what any lender is going to ask you for. They'll be like, what is your business plan? Let me see your numbers. What is your projection? What is your budget? They're going to ask you for this. So they will loan you money if they think that you have a great plan in order to make that money back to pay them and some for yourself, right? They don't want you to just have money just enough to pay them because that won't keep you in business, right? So we'll talk about how that happens, guys. I'm so excited about this because I want to see everybody's business. If you haven't started, this is going to be a great course to get you started in your business. If you already started, then this would help you to build that business, take it to the next level, and make sure your foundation is right. Okay, so I'm so excited about this. Let's recap. 4 reasons companies succeed. These are some very seriously important points. The first one is passion. You have to be passionate about what it is you're going to do. And like Phyllis said, if you lose your passion about one thing, guys, there's always the next, second, or third thing that you enjoy because we always enjoy several things. And a lot of times we want to go with the best one that we think is the, you know, but sometimes to our second best is always better than the first best in our minds. Okay. So that's okay, Phyllis. You can do that as well. Second point today, guys, is you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision, the company mission, and the vision statement, which is the direction that you want to see your business go. You have to know what that vision is. You can see it up ahead. You already see the success and everything that's going to happen along the way. You know what I mean? You have this whole story already in your head. So you want to just document that stuff so you can follow that path. And then the third point today, number 3, is the strategy, right? A successful small business is built on a sound business strategy, right? Any successful business is built on a sound business strategy. So you have to have the strategy there. So you know how to maneuver when you get to the bumps and the bruises in a way, because they'll be there. Trust me, it's not easy. They're going to come. But we're going to know how to get around them, right? And number 4, strong financial planning. A healthy financial plan is important. We'll talk about how you do that, how to read your financial statement, and how to create a budget, how you have to know what it is that you need to get started. Make sure that you don't spend money on unnecessary stuff. What is your break-even point? How much do I have to sell in order to pay my bills? What is that going to be? We'll talk about how that happened in the course. I'm excited to do this. All right, so that's my 4th point today. So guys, make sure that you hit like and share on this video, and you guys can come back through here and go over these points. However, in our course, in the master course, it's called Brainstorm to Business Success. Meaning from the time you start thinking about, oh my God, I need some extra cash. I need to start a business. If it's a side business, I need to turn my hobby into a business. I already have a business, but I need to turn it into, like someone asked me, a real business. Well, I know what they're talking about. They have a real business, but it's not set up. The foundation of the business is not set up like it needs to. Do I need to form an LLC? Is that what I need to incorporate? Do I need to still operate as a sole proprietor, right? All the stuff that is one of the things that people have questions about all the time. People have LLCs. They don't know what to do with it. Is this the right tax structure? How do you save on taxes? this is what we'll talk about these things, guys. And believe me, in 2 hours, I can make it so simple that you're not going to feel overwhelmed with it. And then at the end of that, guys, you will be able to have consultation, ongoing consultation. This is great. And this course is going to be interactive. You'll be there. You'll be able to ask questions. So you guys go to elainesdesk.com and register. You can ask questions along the way. You can get your question answered. Any concern that you need, we can answer those right on the spot. Okay, so this is going to be fun. All right, so go to elainesdesk.com for information, register for the course, guys. Let's take our business to the next level. I've helped so many businesses. Now today they are making millions and millions of dollars, and I guarantee you, I've done this. I've watched it. I've assisted the process. I've formed those corporations. Okay, and again, I've ran and operated my business for over 35 years, so I know that there's tips there that definitely will work. Okay, not maybe, they will work. Okay, so with that said, I want you guys to, if you have any further questions, you can go to PROBY'S.com. And you can book a 15-minute free consultation with me. Any financial stuff, personal or business-wise, you can go there and make an appointment. We can have a conversation about it. If you're a little uncertain about something, we can talk about it, okay? So let's keep that going. And or if you have any further questions, you can call the office at 323-290-9034. If you need to get your taxes done, any accounting, payroll, business consultation, any type of business finances that you need to set up your corporation, we can do that at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. All right. So make sure that you guys either log this website in and or the phone number. Right. So I will see you guys there. So with that said, we are here every Tuesday and Thursday. Again, hit like and share on this video. Hit like and share this video. All right, so every Tuesday and Thursday, we're here with great information to keep you guys motivated, get your business going again, and be able to get some of this money that's out there for everybody, right? No one person can do it all, okay? So make sure you get some of yours. All right, that said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon. I'll see you guys back here on Thursday. So you guys have a wonderful day. You guys take care of each other and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.